In our last video, we went over who I think are the top 10 candidates for the 2024 American League MVP. Okay, I can't lie, I definitely forgot that Juan Soto was traded to the Yankees and is now in the American League.
You suck, you jackass.
Today, we're going to go over my top 10 choices to win the National League MVP in 2024. Starting off in the East at number 10, I have Philadelphia Phillies shortstop Trey Turner. Now, as we all know, Turner got off to a famously awful start in 2023. He looked lost at the plate and managed a measly 687 OPS going into the All-Star break. This came as a big surprise after he had gone ballistic in the World Baseball Classic, helping the USA reach the finals. On August 4th, everything changed when the Philly faithful decided to get behind Turner with a standing ovation, and he proceeded to go off in the last few months of the season, finishing with an OPS of 1061 in August and 932 in September-October. Turner is also one of the fastest players in the league, capable of stealing 40-plus bases. Let's not forget that he might have the smoothest slide in the whole league. If he can put it all together for a full season, he can be a dark horse for the MVP. Number 9, Austin Riley. The Atlanta Braves third baseman has finished no worse than 7th in MVP voting over the last 3 seasons. Over that span, he's made 2 All-Star teams and won 2 Silver Sluggers as well. Hitting third in that powerhouse Braves offense is perfect for Riley. Check out his Baseball Savant page. It's among the best in the league. In 2023, he slugged 32 doubles and 37 homers and had an OPS of 861. There is no reason why he can't outperform these numbers this upcoming season. But of course, with Acuna and Olsen in that lineup as well, Austin Riley's biggest competition for MVP could end up coming from his own team. Next up, we have Francisco Lindor of the New York Mets. Lindor has been a model of consistency for 10 years. He gives you gold glove defense, is a silver slugger at the plate, and in 2023, he stole a career-high 31 bases.
What?
He's got 162 game averages of 35 doubles, 3 triples, and 28 homers. The batting average of 274, on base 341, slugging 473. Good for a career OPS of 815. When you couple that with about a 1.5 defensive WAR per season, you're left with a player who is an MVP threat every year. If the Mets can turn things around in 2024, which I think they will, Lindor will be right at the center of that. Look out for a big year in the Big Apple for this switch-hitting slugger. Number 7, the reigning National League Rookie of the Year, Corbin Carroll. In his first full season as a big leaguer, Carroll was nothing short of amazing. Not only did he take home Rookie of the Year honors, he finished 5th in MVP voting, and he was neck and neck with Ronald Acuna Jr. in MVP talks until about halfway through the season. He finished with 30 doubles, a league-leading 10 triples, 25 home runs, and he stole a whopping 54 bases. He also ranks in the 99th percentile for sprint speed. No big deal. He went off in the wildcard series in the NLDS, where he reached base 13 times in 5 games, helping propel the Diamondbacks to the World Series. Arizona has been really busy this offseason building a competitive team around its young core, and Corbin Carroll is going to be a problem in the NL West for a long time. My number 6 pick is Los Angeles Dodgers first baseman Freddie Freeman. This former MVP is the first of 3 Dodgers to make the list. The 7-time All-Star and World Series champion is well on his way to the Hall of Fame. Freeman has finished top 5 in National League MVP voting 5 times, winning it in the shortened 2020 COVID season. He's an absolute hitting machine and has led the league in doubles over the last 2 seasons, hitting 106 of them over that span. But most importantly, what does he do?
He gets on base.
With a career on-base percentage of .388 and an OPS of .902, Freeman has had an unreal career. He'll surely contend for a batting title in 2024, and his biggest competition for MVP could likely be coming from 2 players on his own team. The Dodgers lineup is absolutely stacked. Look out for Freeman to have another great year in 2024. We're halfway through the list, heading into the top 5. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more MLB content. Next up, we have one of Freeman's newest Dodger teammates, the biggest signing of all time, Shohei Ohtani. The Dodgers pulled all the stops and signed Ohtani to the biggest contract in North American sports history, giving him a 10-year, $700 million deal. Ohtani is coming off of a 10 WAR season with a slash line of 304, 412, and 654 with 44 home runs and an OPS of 1066. Oh, and he also started 23 games as a pitcher, going 10-5 with a 3.14 ERA, striking out 167 batters. This is good enough for him to easily win his second American League MVP. And let me tell you, if he was going to be pitching in 2024, he would easily be my #1 candidate for National League MVP. Unfortunately, Ohtani underwent elbow surgery this offseason, and he will not be pitching this year. So it's a good thing for Dodger fans that even a DH-only Ohtani is still one of the best hitters in the league. Last year, he led the American League in home runs, on-base percentage, slugging, and OPS. He ranks in the 97th percentile or higher in almost every major hitting category according to Baseball Savant. Ohtani is a freak of nature and without a doubt the most talented baseball player we have ever seen. He'll have a great shot to win National League MVP in 2024, and he's my #5 choice. Coming in at the 4th spot, I have the Platinum Glove right fielder for the San Diego Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis took the league by storm in 2019, hitting .317 and mashing 22 home runs in about a half a season worth of games. Everything was looking up for him, and he was playing at an MVP pace in 2021 until injury sidelined him at the end of the season. And unfortunately, during his recovery, he was suspended for violating the league's PED policy. He ended up missing the entire 2022 season as well as the first 20 games of the 2023 season. When the Padres decided to build a team basically entirely of shortstops, they decided to move Tatis out to right field last year, and he thrived. He led the National League in defensive runs saved and went on to win the Gold and Platinum Glove. Heading into his age 25 season, Tatis is primed for a huge breakout in San Diego. He's a consistent 40-40 threat, has become one of the premier defenders in the league. To me, that sounds like an MVP caliber player. We start out our top 3 choices for 2024 National League MVP with Philadelphia Phillies first baseman Bryce Harper. Harper might go down as the most highly touted baseball prospect of all time, gracing the cover of Sports Illustrated at just 16 years old, and since his MLB debut in 2012, he has absolutely lived up to the hype. He took home Rookie of the Year honors that season, won his first MVP in 2015 after his age 22 season, and won his second MVP after another monster season in 2021. After over 1,500 big league games, he has a career .912 OPS and has accumulated 46.2 WAR. In 2023, he made the fastest ever comeback from Tommy John surgery, and with a full off season, I'm sure he's about to have another monster season. One friendly reminder as well, possibly my favorite baseball fact, is that it feels like Harper has been in the league forever, and he's actually still younger than Aaron Judge.
What?
Harper should still have a ton of baseball left in him, and with him moving to first base and probably DHing a bit going forward, look for him to be an elite hitter and perennial MVP threat for the rest of his career. My #2 choice for 2024 National League MVP is Marcus Lynn, aka Mookie Betts, another former MVP who is coming off of an amazing 8.3 WAR season in 2023. Betts is a 7-time All-Star with 6 Gold Gloves and 6 Silver Sluggers under his belt. The 31-year-old finished last season with 40 doubles, 39 homers, and a .987 OPS, which is pretty ridiculous. This all came while playing right field, second base, and even shortstop for the injury-riddled Dodgers. He was the main offensive factor that helped them win 100 games last season. Betts will look to repeat his production in 2024 with a lineup that has nowhere to hide after the additions of Shohei Ohtani and Teoscar Hernandez. He should have plenty of opportunities at the top of that order. After winning 6 Gold Gloves in the outfield, can he be a unicorn and win one in the infield? Betts is slated to be the Dodgers' everyday second baseman in 2024, where he was pretty good last year, finishing 7th in the MLB for defensive runs saved, despite playing only 70 games there. And take a look at his Baseball Savant profile. Mookie might just be the most complete hitter in the entire league. If Betts can crack the 40 home run mark with close to 1,000 OPS in 2024, he will definitely be in the running for MVP again. And so we are down to 1, and it should be no surprise. I believe that Ronald Acuna Jr. is going to be the first player to win the National League MVP in back-to-back seasons since Albert Pujols did it in 08 and 09. Is there anything that can really be said about Acuna's 2023 season other than that it was magical? Late in the season, just when we thought maybe Mookie could be a contender, Acuna just went off, finishing with an 1111 OPS in the final month of the season, 41 home runs and 73 stolen bases, a league-leading 217 hits to go along with that. What an absolutely monster year. The ceiling for this 26-year-old Venezuelan is so high. He could legitimately hit 45 or more home runs and steal 80 or more bases. It remains to be seen whether the Braves can duplicate their historical offense from last year, but there's one thing I know for sure: with Ronald Acuna Jr. leading off every game, you always have a chance to see something special. Back to back, it's coming. Book it. Let me know in the comments, who do you think is going to win the National League MVP in 2024? Thanks for watching. Peace.